What's up, guys? I am Goose. We are here casting the Infinity B Team Open. This is a finals match, game number 2. Let me introduce our players before we get down to the nitty gritty. In the bottom right hand corner of WCS Ohana, Nooby, our blue Zergy. And in the top left hand corner we have our red Protoss eXcaLibEr. He is down 0-1 as our Zergy buddy dominated that last game on GSL Whirlwind. Hopefully this is an entertaining game. I am joined tonight by Mr. Morse himself.
Woo!
And we are going to give you the best coverage possible on this exciting PvZ.
That last matchup, quick reactor trick by Nooby.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's been doing that every game. That's the first time I caught it.
That's the first time I've caught it as well.
So much going on that last one. That it was hard to pay attention to everything that was going on. As soon as we'd look at one thing, we'd turn and we'd look, and this base was gone, and a drop was going on over here, and it was just insane the amount of multitasking both of these players were doing. It was just like watching a pro match for me. I mean, of course, there's little things that could use improvement, little bumps that players of our caliber. By our caliber, I'm a silver level player, so. Of my caliber experience that they don't at Goose's level or they don't at the pro level, but I mean, just the amount of excitement and the amount of things going on was just impressive.
I totally want to correct you on that because I don't think that that's something that just happens at your level. I think it just gets punished a lot more at my level. Something so subtle that as a supply block at your level can be detrimental to you. It'll hurt. It's something that you feel in gameplay, something that you want to smooth out. But at my level, it's something that if you do, you pay for it. And that's the only difference, is if you make a mistake at my level and your opponent does not, you're going to be way further behind than maybe you can come out a little better at this level. But those mistakes, those don't stop at my level. They don't stop at the Masters level. They don't stop at the Grandmaster level. You're never going to be able to play, quote-unquote, a perfect game, especially because on the other side of the map, your opponent is trying to do the same thing and make sure you can't play a perfect game.
Oh, that poor little probe! It thought it was safe. It was nothing within its vision. But that Overlord saw it, and those two links came down and made him pay for hanging out.
Definitely. eXcaLibEr's got himself that pretty standard Protoss wall. I wish that pylon was a little bit closer. But I would hate for him to have to cancel it again, as he already did once. Getting that photon cannon out. Those links just hanging by the watchtower.
Very open wall there.
Yeah, a two zealot gap, not good.
Go!
Oh,
They're gonna go!
Go! Yeah!
Oh, that probe needs to kite back to the cannon.
One probe is taken down, and Nooby will be able to mine into the space, and that in and of itself is enough to kill you. It is so annoying. He is going to get by only taking one shot, and all those probes, you got to realize that every probe that you pull is 40 minerals per minute that you are losing. It can really, really hurt you. And Nooby can actually ruin the entire game from this point. He's got nothing going on production-wise back at home. He's doing a 7-roach rush on one base, which is bullcrap. And still being able to focus and micro his Zerglings back at the base.
That epic semifinals game that I casted, I should have mentioned that this was to be expected. This is the exact same thing that he did to Barry Sanders in Game 2 of their series. Barry was able to hold it off, but he had a lot of cannons and was ready for it.
You have to know this is coming. You have to know it's coming.
For it.
This is a standard 7-roach rush. You need sentries. You need 3 cannons, or at least 3 cannons and a stalker. There's nothing you can do to stop this, and this is more than likely going to be GG. So much mining time was halted. I think he's reacting correctly by starting a wall up on his top ground and just giving up the bottom. Nooby should just work his way into the base of his opponent. There's not going to be a lot he can do at this point.
Does get the wall finished, but it is not going to hold.
Definitely not. And we should see a quick GG as he is expanding behind this. Not going all in per se, but this is a very strong early timing push, and he's going to shut down that cannon as well. Nooby's splitting up his units, only taking 3 roaches into the main base. All the probes are going to get pulled, but probes do not beat roaches. Zealots beat roaches 1v1.
eXcaLibEr in the desperation mode. Zealot does go down. These probes are going to get these roaches, but not without some losses.
Definitely got to be feeling behind at this point. Nooby is still macroing behind this. Does kill all those roaches, but he's going to lose a few more probes. Take a look at the units tab. 22 probes versus 3 roaches and 28 drones. Such a lead for Nooby.
Lucky for eXcaLibEr, these roaches are focusing down the cybernetics core. They're not going to be able to finish it, and these probes are going to finish them off no problem. So a lot of damage being done to eXcaLibEr economically, as well as the buildings that were lost. But that certainly could have ended a lot worse. Good decision making by eXcaLibEr there.
Yeah, Nooby could have done a lot more damage just walking into the main base and just trying to focus down probes and forcing him to micro those back. He did pick off a few key buildings, being that forge, and obviously there's a huge hole in eXcaLibEr's wall. At this point, a stream of Zerglings would probably put him out of his misery. Looks like Nooby is going to go ahead and get himself a lair, a couple more gas, and probably just try to extend his leads ever so gracefully. He is supply blocked at the moment, though. And eXcaLibEr aggressively moving out with a stalker. Actually, no defenses for Nooby right now. He's double evoing. He's got the lair on the way. This stalker could actually return some of the damage. He's going to take the watchtower. Stalkers are fast and are going to be able to get away from pretty much anything except for speedlings.
I'm going to chase down that one drone who is thinks he's sneaky.
Manor expanding, apparently. I don't know if that's manor expanding, but expanding to the opposite side of the map, which is so mean. And that is canceled immediately.
eXcaLibEr not paying attention to that, and the drone is going to expand in a third. Oh, is that gonna happen? I think that's gonna happen. Got the money for it.
Definitely not the best choice to follow up with, but yeah, you know.
That poor stalker's looking for the drone too. Look at him bouncing around.
Oh man.
And there's the hatch.
Lings are gonna go pick off this stalker for free. Might lose 1. Oh, it doesn't even lose 1. Wow, Lings are good, I hear. Got the cannon back up. eXcaLibEr's re-walled himself, and the stalker is on hold position. Yes, he is. So we're going to take shots at the destructible rocks. Takes about a minute to hack those down with all the Zerglings that he's got. Maybe like 45 seconds. Once he breaks that, he will be able to run in again, and there's really not a lot eXcaLibEr can do. He's going to lose a bunch more drones and more of his units, as he only has a stalker and a sentry and the ability to warp in 2 units at a time. And unfortunately, he's making immortals. Oh, a Zergling runs right by.
For those of you who don't know, 6 Lings will take down a destructible rock in 1 minute.
So this is spotted by eXcaLibEr. He's going to force us back with the tickle beam. And Banelings.
Nice.
That's not even cool, man. He also has Spire Tech out and the ability to make about 8, maybe 9. He's getting up to that 8-9 mark of Mutalisks.
And this third does finish. Nooby is just ruthless.
Definitely giving us something to talk about here with his mean strategies. And a Zergling goes down to some stalker fire. Yeah, stalkers. Oh man, look at the Baneling count. Whoo-wee. I hear Banelings are good.
Oh, 2 pages of Banes.
1.5 pages of Banes. Beautiful force fields! Them clutch force fields! He's not going to be able to maintain that for very long, but seriously? Seriously? Oh man, that is so pretty. Woo. Get them sentries. Get them sentries. He does. Gotta get the mineral line. Tons of explosions. We like explosions here at Infinity Gaming.
Oh my god.
And Nooby is way ahead in the food count. 88 to 44. eXcaLibEr's still holding on. He is gonna win for sure. For sure. Zergling's just streaming in off of 3 bases. eXcaLibEr being forced to deal with this. Actually, that cannon's doing work, and Zealots are good. Finally loses that cannon.
He had enough for a force field. He could have saved that cannon.
Oh man, that sucks. Our Zergy buddy's racking up quite a bit of money, and just when everything seems to have calmed down, Zerglings. Frickin' Zerglings. Force field! Oh! Zealots are pretty good. They will shred through these Zerglings pretty fast. I do believe they are +1. They are indeed with 2 shots to kill a Zergling. But this is just overwhelming numbers at this point. There's really nothing that Nooby can do. He's going to lose his natural again. Got a Colossi on the way, though. That's pretty good against some Zerglings. But with the ability to make air attack from Nooby, this game is just being drawn on. Valiant effort. Nice hold position. Is that hold position? Oh, it wasn't. If that was hold position, I was going to cry. That was some boss Zealot micro right there. Getting him on the ramp and blocking. Immortal is protecting everything there. Needs to pull that back. And more Banelings.
Some more Banes.
Oh, Zealots do very good against Banelings as far as absorbing hits. They're a great way to stop Banelings from getting through or to your wall in the first place. It's better to sacrifice them instead. But unfortunately, Lings are good, and this Colossi is going to pop and not going to like his surroundings, I'm sure. As he is going to get taken down very, very quickly. Probes to hold back the Lings. And he's going to roast away what's in his base. Colossi going to go down very, very quickly, though.
Colossi hanging in there.
Ling's just streaming across the map on a move. And eXcaLibEr is going to go down to a very nicely timed 7-roach rush, followed by a Baneling bust. Good macro behind that.
Manor hatch.
A Manor hatch, yeah, I guess a Manor hatch. Actually, he is now aware of that with that observer. And see if he can hold here with a Colossi and a few force fields.
Making him, I gotta appreciate he's making him work for it.
Well, there is a point where you can go, well, my opponent is probably all in with this. Yeah, now it's done. GG from eXcaLibEr. What a tournament. Great event.
Wow.